Flowers, flowers, flowers. Let's talk about flowers. I have a few things to say about flowers. I have a few interesting stories about flowers. First of all, the way I feel about flowers is if a man just brings you flowers and it's a first date, I mean, I get that it's like a sweet old-fashioned gesture, but he doesn't know you. He doesn't even he's not sincerely giving you flowers because he sincerely likes you. You don't know that yet, right? So it's a bit of a sweet gesture, but it's an insincere gesture. So I have two interesting stories to tell you. One story is that I met a guy years ago, and I was talking to him about maybe becoming a client. He didn't become a client, but he said that what he used to do is he used to keep flowers in the trunk, or no, not used to do. I mean, this was a thing he was actually doing. And he would get flowers and he would put them in the trunk of his car when he went on a first date. And he wouldn't give it to her in the beginning because he wasn't sure if he was going to like her or not. And he thought it was, because we were talking about this whole insincere thing, sincere, insincere. And he said, well, what I do to make sure I like them, I wait until the end of the date. And then if I like them, I'm walking out and I go, by the way, here's flowers I got for you. If he liked her, he'd give them to her. And then he was also looking at it as avoiding an awkward moment where a lot of times on a first date, if you show up and you hand a woman flowers, she's got to now keep them on the table and keep up. And it's a whole thing. But I thought, I don't know, that's a little funky to do. Giving her flowers out of your trunk at the end of the date. I don't think that's a good plan either. So years ago, when I actually hadn't started my matchmaking business yet, and I was still just an idiot about dating. I had no clue about affluent men, even though sometimes I would date movie stars and rock stars, here and there. I still hadn't properly dated a really sophisticated affluent man. So anyway, I was dating this man. And then he also knew I had this other guy I was kind of seeing who was a well-known, very famous rock star. We were friends, friends-ish, a little more than friends, whatever. Anyway, and so this affluent man, he was a little older than me, I was trying to make him jealous. And so I bought myself some flowers at the grocery store. And I had them, I think I had them set up in a vase when he came over. And I was like, these were left at my door, trying to make him jealous, okay? And he looked at them. I'll never forget. I'm still humiliated by this. He took one look at him and I said, I think they're from so-and-so. He knew who it was. And he looked and he said, I don't think so. He was really perplexed because he goes, I don't think he'd buy them from a grocery store. And I was humiliated because he knew the difference in good flowers and bad flowers.